So welcome to using fluid simulation in Blender. This is first tutorial, and in this tutorial we're just going to do a very simple fluid simulation, just a droplet, just to start exploring it. So first thing we're going to do is add a cube. I'm just, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to place the cube on top of this building, pressing S to scale it to the size that I want. So scaling the cube to the size that we want, which is about that. And just for the sake of the tutorial, we'll just place it so that the water simulation is going to happen on top of this building here. So the next thing we need is to add another mesh, an icosphere, and this we will place inside the cube that we've just made. Scale it again by pressing S on the keyboard, and might make it a bit bigger, maybe even a bit bigger, something like that. Oop, something like that, and then we're going to position it inside the cube, except that it's a bit too big because it actually needs to be fully enclosed inside the cube, so we'll just scale it down a bit to about there, and make sure that it's fully inside the cube, which looks right now. Okay, now with the icosphere selected, we come over here to the properties window and click on this button at the end, which is just known as the physics context button, and there's all these different kind of options for physics, and we're going to click on fluid. And for the icosphere, the type that we want to select is fluid, because that is what will actually become the water or the gas, whatever kind of fluid we're imagining. And under this list, we're just going to keep it on volume for now. Now with the cube selected, we still have the physics tab open, and click on fluid again. This time under type, we are going to select domain, which basically means that the cube is now become the boundaries of the fluid, and so it's basically what is going to contain the fluid. So the domain box has disappeared, and the isosphere has become this orange blob. So if we're looking at these settings, we can basically accept all of these default, and just also make sure down here on the timeline, which can be quite long, but because I've already been experimenting with making fluids, I've shortened it to end at 50, because basically it can take up a lot of memory and a lot of time to run these simulation programs. So if you have the animation ending at 50, you should it's enough to just kind of see how it works. And now we're ready. We've set all the settings, and so we can just come over here and click on bake. Now, because it's not a very big simulation we're doing, it shouldn't take a very long time. So this is what it looked like. We press Alt A to show the animation, and it's a little bit weird. We can change the mode to solid and play it again.